First, I would like to say that I have seen UFOs with my own eyes. Some of these things appear to be made of pure light. Some of them appeared to have metal hulls. And what I did notice is that they had no visible means of propulsion, and they moved so fast. Some of them did. It is as if they transmitted themselves from point A to point B. And I repeat myself here when I say that some of these UFOs appear to be transmitting themselves from point A to point B. So what I am doing here is comparing the shapes of radio transmitter antenna elements to known UFO shapes. The ones with presumably metal hull structures that are mere images of the shapes of many of the metal antenna elements that we are comparing UFOs to, and vice versa. Many of the shapes of these antenna elements in UFOs are identical, as we can see with our own eyes. This perhaps means that these hypothetical antenna ships somehow convert themselves to radio waves that are transmitted and received at light speed, perhaps. If this is the case, then it would nonetheless still take many years for such types of UFO ships to reach the Earth from their nearby star systems, even at light speed. Most of these ships would likely be manned by extraterrestrial pilots, crews, and anthropologists, zoologists, and other scientists, and even tourists from some kind of spacefaring intergalactic order of competing empires that are no different than the ones that make up the New World Order, but thousands of years more advanced. Now let us move into the concept that perhaps some UFO ships might be using propulsion systems that are based on particle accelerator technology, with us noticing how these UFOs look like these cyclotrons and synchrotrons and liniacs, the latter of which is a linear particle accelerator, the dynamics of which I am not going to elaborate on, except to say that all particle accelerators break atoms and their components into smaller and smaller particles to the point that their classical physics dynamics supposedly changes into quantum physics dynamics, supposedly potentially involving black holes and faster than light particles and interdimensional physics and so on and so forth. What I am getting at here is that particle accelerator technology might be being used by ETs in faster than light interdimensional propulsion systems in starships that we call UFOs. You also need to subscribe and share and hit the like button on this video, as well as the notification bell if you haven't already, as we move along with the shortest attention span in the history of the universe, as we consider that space aliens are always described and depicted as wearing some kind of bodysuits or no apparent clothing, and often with big opaque eyes. This reminds me of people wearing virtual reality and augmented reality suits, including headsets with 3D goggles. Perhaps extraterrestrials exist in a reality that is the inverse of our own reality, and or perhaps they are beings of pure energy who choose to occupy the physical bodies, and or perhaps they are beings of pure energy that choose to occupy physical bodies for the purpose of enabling them to interact with earthlings on our own level. For all we know, they engineered the human race in order to experiment on, as well as harvest some of us for our organs, blood, tissue, fluids, and ova and sperm. I personally don't presume that whoever or whatever is out there and in control is benevolent. I believe that whatever ET civilizations are involved with the Earth, they are more likely immoral and malevolent, or amoral at best. Subscribe, like, share, and hit the notification bell so you can receive notifications whenever I upload a new video.